Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I'd like to introduce one of my own peers, Danae Bispo, who was selected to address the 8th grade class.
Thank you, Alex. As he said, my name is Danae Bispo, and I have been chosen to give this year's 8th grade graduation speech. I am honored to speak on behalf of my fellow classmates. First off, I would like to thank Dr. Crow and Mr. Harris for making our years at WMS the best they could be. I would also like to thank Dr. Massimino, Mr. Velez, and Ms. Borden for joining us today. As we all know, our journey through middle school was unlike any other. So I want to congratulate everyone, classmates, teachers and staff, and family members for making it through this bumpy ride to where we are today. Though we are about to enter the next challenge of our lives, our next chapter, high school, let's go back in time and talk about what we have faced throughout our times here at WMS. By a raise of hands, and this includes everyone, parents and staff and students, how many of you were excited when we were first going into 6th grade? How many of you were nervous? And how many of you were stressed? We all felt something different, but we were all about to face the same thing. We were the new kids in a big school, just trying to figure ourselves out, learning to fit in, keep up with the new trends, and on top of that, keep up with the schoolwork and adapt to the new middle school schedule. But that's not all. We had even more to deal with than the average 6th grader. Our middle school was not open for us at the beginning of our year. We had to get bused to Avenel Middle. Then, after months of getting used to that school, our middle school was finally finished. Great, another thing to get used to. I do remember thinking we were lucky to be getting to experience this wonderful new school. But alas, we were hit with yet another challenge, COVID. We finished the rest of our year as middle schoolers, as the next 7th graders of WMS at home. This made for an interesting 7th grade year. Half of us were at school and the other half was at home. How many of you actually liked online learning? Students, you may not have had the same experience as every other middle school over the years, but you were all given an opportunity to learn and grow more than any other year as well. Teachers, you had to tackle us kids, some in school, some online. Kids, growing into our own skin, seeming like we're doing everything to get under yours. and parents who have to deal with all the details from our school days, the good and the bad things, all the while watching them grow a little farther away with each new year. I learned a poem this year by Robert Frost called "Nothing Gold Can Stay." It goes like this. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold, her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, and Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day, nothing gold can stay. To me, it means you should appreciate the good things in life because they may not last forever. If there's one thing I hope sticks with you today, it is appreciate the good things you have now. I know all of you are excited for the final day of school, the last second when the bell rings, ending our year here and starting summer vacation, our next journey. Take a moment to appreciate all the opportunities, the highs and lows that middle school has to offer. Your teachers, who have been dealing with every complaint and misbehavior, but still taught us and showed us kindness. Appreciate that. Our lunch ladies, who are some of the nicest people I've met. I think we all take that for granted. Our parents, who took every rebellious phase and attitude and are still there when we need them and will always care about us. Also, appreciate yourselves and the hard work you put in to get to this point. Above all, you allowed yourself to get to where you are today by continually putting in the effort and never giving up. Appreciate that. Speaking about appreciating the good things, we were able to do some fun things this year we haven't had in a while. We were able to have winter and spring concerts this year for the first time in 2 years. We also had our cafe night and drama club performances. We also had sports and clubs that we were able to join this year. And we also had some fun stuff just for 8th graders. We had our 8th grade dance, and we also had our 8th grade trip. Thank you to everyone who helped make all of this possible for us in our last year at middle school. Give a round of applause for everyone who made this year a successful and fun year for all of us. For those of you who don't know this about me, I like quotes. Little inspirational lines from anywhere you can find them. Books, commercials, ads, very philosophical people. So I'd like to share some about growing up. The trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days waiting for better ones ahead. Turn your face towards the sun and the shadows fall behind you. Be glad of life because it gives you the chance to love, to work, to play, and to look up at the stars. Begin to be now what you will be hereafter. I promise you that each and every one of you is made to be who you are. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Danae. She's not kidding about liking quotes. I found 2 on my notebook and I had no idea where they came from. Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Massimino, Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you, Alex. I wrote some notes down on my phone because I want to try to fit in with this age range. I didn't write anything on a piece of paper, so I'm sure when my phone dies, I'll have to ask one of you to fix it. Thank you. I never prepare a speech that's general because I think each class, each group deserves its own words. I like to get to the school, I like to get a feel, talk to some of the students, and then Danae came up and absolutely rocked her speech. There was a quote I had, there was a phone call, there was possibly a reference to a Robert Frost poem, there was the history of the last 3 years. In true fashion, one of our young people did it first and did it better. So I'm going to abandon those things, and I'm going to say kudos, because I think your speech absolutely touched on every point of perspective and resiliency and optimism that we should all want to hear. I want to thank Dr. Crow, who unfortunately could not be here today. I did speak with him early this morning. He was exceptionally disappointed that due to medical reasons he couldn't attend. I've known Dr. Crow a long time. This would have been his last graduating class, so I can tell you with full certainty that this morning's conversation was one of the harder conversations I've ever had to have with my colleague. He does send his best, but obviously there's no replacing his presence. I do want to thank Mr. Harris and the entire Woodbridge Middle School faculty for rallying around, making this event as special as it always is. I'd like to give Mr. Harris, the administration, and faculty a round of applause. I'll be brief because Danae took most of the good things that I wanted to try to say, and I think she's definitely said them better than I could. A year ago, I was promoted to the superintendency. It was one of the more nerve-wracking experiences of my life, for no small part that I have a wife that works in district and 2 kids that also attend these schools. Both of them are in middle school. So I feel for the parents sitting in there every time you try to have a conversation with one of your children and they're inherently always smarter than you. I get a lot of advice, some solicited, some not. But before I started, there was a friend that I trust dearly. He's been through a lot. And he said, "You're excited about this opportunity." I said, "Exceptionally." He said, "You're nervous about this opportunity." I said, "Exceptionally." He said, "Okay, I'm going to give you the piece of advice that I had before I was deployed and had to do some things that I was rather nervous about." And as I sat with them over the course of the year, I actually wrote them down. And they're in 2 places. They're on my nightstand and they're in the desk drawer of my office. And I don't share that with anybody because I'm rather private, but I can't think of a better group to share it with than the 8th graders here today. It was 4 main points, and they all feed off one another. They're in no particular order, and here they are. The first was be clear in your purpose. Know your goals, write your goals, pursue your goals. You have to know what you're chasing. You have to know what you're working towards. So to the students about to graduate, I say know where you want to go. That will change. It's supposed to. You've already demonstrated resiliency. That won't be a problem. Number 2, we all have fear and anxiety in our souls at some point. Don't ignore it. Don't suppress it. Embrace it. Remember that there is always someone to talk to, and support is always a phone call or an arm's length away. Utilize that. In working through it, you now make that fear or that anxiety work for you. Number 3 is no one does it alone. Everybody needs a teammate. So my advice is close your inner circle. Everybody here supporting you should be part of that circle. Your family, your friends, your confidants, the people that you can call and talk to that won't pass judgment. The people that will be honest with you even when you're not sure that's what you want to hear. The last one, and I think this might be one of the more important ones, is to give yourself the gift of confidence. We're tough on ourselves. We judge ourselves sometimes by how many likes we get or how many retweets we get, and that is not the mark of success. Be confident in what you are. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in what you're doing. That is what will get you to the end zone of your goal. I would hope at some point you take time today to thank the people that do create that support system. The people behind you, the people at home, the people you don't get to talk to as much as you'd like, but you know they're there. So for that, I ask the students, please give your families and friends a round of applause. I am excited about what the future holds for you in this district. I believe this generation has a skill set that is unique. We didn't get it in the easiest of ways. I'm sure if you could go back and do it all over again, there's some changes we would make. I'm with you. But you made it, and you're here, and we're ready for the next step. So take that next step brazenly, and take it confidently, because after that, the world is yours. Congratulations to the 2022 graduating class. I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you, Dr. Massimino. Now I'd like to introduce Board of Education member, Mrs. Bourdin.
I don't know how I follow, especially today, and Dr. Massimino, I don't have a lot to add, but I'll add it in my words. I'd like to say good morning to Dr. Massimino, Dr. Crow, I wish he were here, Mr. Harris, faculty, family, and the Woodbridge Middle School class of 2022. Thank you for allowing me a few minutes to recognize and congratulate this amazing class of warriors. Don't forget the feeling you have today. Note the pride that your families have as they see you finish middle school and head to high school. I know this pride as I have a daughter graduating with you here today. I'm gonna cry. I can speak firsthand about how resilient this class is. Starting 6th grade as guests of Avenel Middle, finally getting to come to your newly remodeled school only to be sent home for a week that turned into the rest of the year and the next year. You spent 7th grade learning from the comfort of your home office, AKA your bedroom floor, for most of you. We were elated when you were able to come back to in-person learning this year. It wasn't easy, however, it was a challenge that has been met by you as you sit here today, the end of the only full year you attended Woodbridge Middle School. I am gonna cry. You are a strong class. You didn't have lockers for a while, you had to wear a mask, you had to remember your charged device daily and navigate a building you weren't very familiar with while keeping a social distance. You had to eat in this very theater, shout out to the custodians for keeping everything so clean, but you didn't have to change for gym. Back were the clubs and sports, band and chorus, before school gatherings and after school fun, the talent show, short skits, morning news, and many more extracurricular activities. The 8th grade dance, the trip, the field day, they were all a big hit. Thank you to the teachers who put the extra effort in to see that you had the best year possible. It is said that middle school years are the hardest years. My hope for you when you look back at this time is that you remember you got through these years under circumstances that none of us had to endure. You did the hard work it took to make it. But don't forget to thank your parents and guardians for working extra hard the past few years too. We deserve a round of applause. If there's any advice I can give to you, it's use the next 4 years to develop new interests, discover new things, and make new friends. Don't wait until high school graduation to realize how cool the person sitting next to you is. Before I go, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to Dr. Crow. I think I can speak for everyone, student or parent, lucky enough to have had you as principal. I wish you well in your retirement. You certainly have earned this time to relax and have some quiet time. Congratulations, Woodbridge Middle School class of 2022. Remember to live the warrior way. Once a warrior, always a warrior.
Thank you, Mrs. Bourdon. Next, I'd like to introduce our school counselors, Mrs. Valente and Mrs. Torello.
Good morning. Congratulations to the entire 8th grade class. You all have done a wonderful job during this past year dealing with our new way of life. We are very proud of you. Ms. Valente and I will definitely miss you all. Okay, for our first award, James Moran Memorial Award. James Moran was a colonel in the Army and was a history teacher for many years. He took pride in WMS, serving his country, teaching history. This award is given to two students this year to demonstrate citizenship. Congratulations, Brianna Trenry and Tyler Cooper. Please come up to the stage. Kevin O'Brien Memorial Award. Kevin was a special education teacher who was a joy to work with. He passed away from cancer, but came to school every day with a smile on his face. a joke to tell, and a goal to make those around him happy. This award is chosen by the special education teachers at WMS and is given to a student who shines with their attitude and effort. Congratulations, Dakshai Shi RV. Please come to the stage. All right, now on to the academic awards. Instrumental music. This student has shown a great deal of responsibility and dedication to the band over the past 3 years in instrumental music. They were consistent with their practicing through virtual learning and even took a bigger responsibility by joining the high school marching band. Each practice and lesson, the student was on time and willing to do whatever it took to make themselves a better musician. Congratulations, Daniel Cohen. Vocal music. Vocal Music Award is given to a student who has been involved in the WMS concert choir for all 3 years of their studies. The student has come beyond, not only by coming to school early on a weekly basis for rehearsal, but also by appearing in lead roles for regional productions, volunteering throughout the Woodbridge community. After a competitive audition process, the student will continue their musical endeavors next year as a member of both Woodbridge High School Concert Choir and Show Choir. Congratulations to Aaron Carrabba.
The next award is the Theater Award. This year's Theater Award winner is a student whose creativity shines in everything they do. Whether the student was on stage, in front of the camera, behind the camera, or in class, their passion for theater and entertainment was obvious. The student is beyond deserving of the spotlight and will undoubtedly be well dressed while shining in it. Congratulations to this year's Theater Award winner, Josias Ortiz. Physical Education Award. The Physical Education Award winners display a combination of qualities above and beyond their athletic abilities. They are leaders by example in and out of the classroom, on and off the field, have tremendous character, always show good sportsmanship, are positive role models, always willing to help others, understand the importance of academics, and their behavior is outstanding at all times. Congratulations to this year's winners, Riley Vasquez and Michael Gurovich. Visual Arts. This year's Visual Arts Award is going to a student who has shown a true passion for art. This student has worked very hard in art class and has always displayed a real appreciation for artistic expression. The student is very talented in all areas of art and always goes above and beyond what is expected. The Visual Art Award goes to Angelina Salgado. The James B. Sullivan Technology Award. This year's recipient of the Technology Award goes to a student who is very dedicated to our school. He came to school early almost every day to help with recording and editing the morning announcements. After just a few days of seeing how things worked in the studio, he was able to run the production on his own. It is a great honor to give this year's Technology Award to Jonathan Franco.
Mathematics. This year there were several students who were candidates to receive the Math Award. It was not an easy decision. The student who has been chosen to receive the award is an extremely conscientious student who has drive and a level of self-motivation that I have rarely seen in many years as a math teacher. Mr. Van wrote this speech. She went above and beyond, spending many unrequired hours on online ALEC program, not only to complete algebra, but geometry and a portion of algebra 2 as well. Additionally, this student has shown an incredible understanding of the subject of mathematics on a daily basis. This year's award goes to Lily Hickok. Finance Park is an 8th grade course here at WMS geared to expand knowledge into financial literacy and career readiness. This student's hard work and enthusiasm for the course incredibly surpassed all expectation. The positive energy and effort elevated the entire class. This student is well-rounded, kind, caring, and hardworking. Congratulations, Laura Mazar. History Award. This year's recipient of the History Award is a student who goes above and beyond in all they do. Throughout the school year, the student demonstrates their knack of inquiry in every assignment and task, whether it was banking, an ancient Roman, reacting a gladiator battle, or spearheading the Black History Month bulletin board. This year's winner was nothing short of amazing. It's no wonder this student earned the title of, I'm going to give it away, Alex the Great. Congratulations, Alex Graybon. Science, quietly getting it done for all of the middle school career. In technology, the student implemented artificial intelligence into gaming. Yes, developing systems to make games smarter is an interest for this year's science recipient. 100% all around average means the student is well-rounded too. Kind, caring, and hardworking with a focus of innovation. This year's Science Award goes to Andrew Citra.
Okay, the STEM Award, Science, Technology, and Engineering and Mathematics, all challenge students to create solutions to problems with no right or wrong methods while achieving these goals. This oftentimes allows failure to be frequent, but through the trial and tribulations of project development, it allows success to shine for those who continue to develop their projects to meet the requirements established. It is not easy to think outside the box, and this student has done just that. Congratulations, Daniel Jimenez. The Language Arts Award is given to a student who shows a deep understanding of literature, a passion for writing, and a dedication to reading, listening, and creating. Her talent is evident in writing from personal narratives, poetry, to research, and even more so in her ability to analyze and discuss the complexities of literature. This award celebrates the words, wisdom, and actions of Ms. Emily Montestioca. The Journalism Award. After having the student for 2 years in journalism, this is from Mr. Alstrom, it is clear that journalism has become a passion. Even when the student is not in class, the student ran the Twitter account and continued writing articles in her free time as regular at Journalism Club. The student embodies a rare combination of passion, drive, and curiosity. Most importantly, he could tell that this student cared deeply about the topics they covered. Congratulations, Eliza Raza. Chinese Award. This student's devotion and concentration in class was always appreciated. Keep learning and you will achieve proficiency in Chinese. Congratulations to Macy Lee. The Spanish Award. There are many words that can describe this student: smart, creative, dedicated, committed, conscientious, and hardworking. The student enhances group discussions through insightful information and has a well-developed sense of humor. This individual is an enthusiastic learner and always exhibits a positive outlook. Congratulations, Tamika Golden. All right, the Digital Literacy Award. This student is creative genius who excelled in digital literacy during the spring marking period. Applied the coder's mindset to create a technology invention that was incredibly detailed and aligned with the global financial market. We are all inspired by this student's commitment, dedication, and attitude towards learning. Excellent work. Congratulations, Henry Ionides.
Okay, the overall award. This student models excellent leadership skills, takes initiative, and develops amazing ideas. This individual is just an overall amazing student at the top of their class academically while displaying kindness to all. As an officer in the NJHS and serving on student council, this individual went above and beyond in making our school a better place. Congratulations, Danae Bispo. We're getting there.
Okay, we have this year's Silver Awards. Students, when you hear your names, please stand and stay standing. If families could just hold your applause until all the names are called. The Presidential Award for Educational Achievement is the Silver Award. This award recognizes students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, and intellectual development in their academic subjects. Students, please stand when you hear your name. Arrow Andrews, Emily Bourdain, Daniel Cohen, Madison De Jesus, Michael Gurevich, Henry Ionides, Jesselyn James, Yash Kapahi, Dakshaya Shri RV, Ayana Tate, and Monet Van Dunk. Congratulations. Okay, so the next one is the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. It's the Gold Award. This award recognizes academic excellence in the classroom. To be eligible, students must meet school set criteria and have recommendations of their teachers. These students earn straight A's in all of their classes throughout the 8th grade year. Again, students, please stand and stay standing and hold applause until all names are called. Shane Ali, Sifa Anasari, Danae Bispo, Vadang Chada, Andrew Citra, Matthew Corbett, Annabelle Crespo, Sheldon De Silva, Narai El-Sheikh, Jonathan Franco, Aishwarya Ganesh Kumar, Mika Golden, Alexander Graybon, Lily Hickok, London Hooper, Daniel Jimenez, Christopher Joy, Max Kalin, Mandeep Kaur, Tyler Krupa, Macy Lee, Emma Lopes, Adrian Martez, Jacob Mahias, Emily Montioka, Naya Morris, Josias Ortiz, Lucas Philpott, Raheem Qureshi, Eliza Raza, Alexandra Reyes, Nathan Reyes, Nicholas Reyes, John Samilla, Brianna Trenery, Riley Vasquez, and Leonie Wiggins.
Okay, this is our last award. When Ms. Valente calls your name, please come to the stage.
Okay, Sifa Anasari, Danae Bispo, Andrew Citra, Annabelle Crespo, Arshwari Ganesh Kumar, Alexander Graybon, Lily Hickok, Tyler Krupa, and Brianna Trenery.
Let's wait till everyone comes to the stage. So this award is called the Highest Honors Award. This is the first year we are giving out this award, the Highest Honor in Education Award. This award recognizes the students you see on the stage today. They have all achieved grades of A+ in every single class they took this year. This is an achievement that speaks to their dedication. Woodbridge Middle School thanks you for your efforts you have made towards such an outstanding accomplishment. Will everyone please stand and give these young scholars a round of applause?
Thank you. Now please welcome Mr. Harris, our Vice Principal.
I know it says on there I'm supposed to present the class to Dr. Crow. Again, Dr. Massimino said the reason why he's not here. And I tell you, I had 3 or 4 quotes, but you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. You guys know me in the hallway. When you get to high school, you make it happen. Danae's speech was on point. Make it happen when you get to high school. No excuses. You go to class, you do your work, and guess what she said in there? Enjoy. High school's gonna go by like that. You know what? Some of you are gonna come back and say, wow, I wish I was back in middle school. Or some of you are gonna say to me, Mr. Harris, I'm a junior already. I got my driver's license. It's gonna go that fast. Enjoy high school. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your life. Stay focused. That's one of the main things. Stay focused, all right? And much success. And I'm expecting to hear a lot of great things from many of you. Seriously, all right? Thank you. All right, next we're gonna pass out the diplomas. All right.
Thank you. Now, with presentation of diplomas, please welcome Mr. Kaiser.
Bilal Aga. Rahil Ojaz. Juan Ali. Gia Allen. Larissa Hamza. Salma Al-Bashar. Wamira Lakaya Anderson. Arrow Andrews. Thalia Benefit. Callie Kaminsky. Jocelyn Velasquez. Serenity Baron Turtle. Rika Gold. Kyra Vallon. Hardy Carr. Mandy Carr. Max Taylor. Aaron Crow. Shamari Benson. Danae Bismarck. Abigail Bober. Emily Bourdain. Madeline Webb. Jack Brown. Leah Bruno. Joanne Collison. Rose Desire. Hector Castro. Renee Chuck. Andrew Citro. Nathan Cole. Daniel Cole. Johnny Collard. Matthew Gordon. Annabelle Crystal. Aaron Cruz. Emmanuel Cruz. Shirley Visser. Rhoda Dahan. Madison Days. Stephen B. Leon Miller. Jasmine Diaz. Tiffany Sean Georgia. David Dugas. Sharika Edwards. Gareth Eldenberg. Norai El Shudi. Jeffrey Etienne. Elizabeth Feliciano. Alexander Ferrer. Jonathan Frank. Michael Skelly. Ishwarya Ganesh Kumar. Ethan Garnett. Marcus Genoa. Layla Gifted. Alex Graywater. Adam Gray. Michael Curtis. Ilse Guzman. Robin Hanson. Aaron Harrell. Toby Henry. Anthony Harris.
Yes, sir!
Noah Hernandez. Lily Hickok. Sarah Holden. London Hickok. Miguel Inez Alvarez. Jaden Innocent. Henry Ivey. Jesselyn James. Daniel Jimenez. Christopher George. Josh Kapati. Tyler Cooper. Christina Lorenzo. Marlon Elsai. Macy Lee. Leah Leo. Kyria Lesotho. Frank Lopez. Jenna Rubas. Anthony Wiskowski. William Manson. Adrian Martez. Dylan Mastrola. Diana Mateo. Laura Mazer. Matthew Lazula. Michael Nathaniel Turk. Ariana Medina. Natalia. Jacob Mejias. Minaya. Delilah Moran. Emily Montez Diaz. Lexi Morales. Naya Morris. Amir Mohammed. Michael Munoz. Angelina Nardi. Eliza Norani. Dominic Nick. Leslie Olivia Aguilar. Josiah Ortiz. Keanu Ortiz. Israel Rose. Rade Patel. Angelina Pereira. Anthony Perez. Damian Perez. Lucas Philpott. Mariah Placencia. Robin Qureshi. Tachaya Sri Arjun. Aliza Raza. Louis Renrota. Alexa Reyes. Alexander Reyes. Nathan Reyes. Nicholas Reyes. Devin Reyes Figueroa. Brady Rogers. Melina Rojas Lamora. Yana Roland. Frank Rosales. Naima Rowe. Emilio Rubin. Angelica Salgado. Don Sonoa. Chris Sanchez Oliva. Denise Sanchez Oliva. Ashton Seneca. Rohan Sharma. Gavin Slicker. Matthew Smith. Evan Switzer. Aishi Taka. Guy Thomas. Amelia Thompson. Brianna Tremblay. Monet Van Damme. Brilliant Barker. Riley Vesper. Jordan Waits. Christina Waller. Ezra White. Leilani Wigg. Carolina Russo. Taylor Woods. Cooper Masato. Juliet Zwart.